Today I'm going to explain a poem. The name of the poem is The Morobe, and it's a very funny poem. The poet's name is Ronald Charles Scriven. Now first we should know about the poet who has written this famous poem. Now Ronald Charles Scriven was a British writer. He wrote many poems and plays. He had hardly any money left and led a very tough life. Edge of Darkness and Edge of Light are two of his most famous works. Now coming to the introduction of the poem. What would you do if you were on another planet and the living things were different from you? Would you try to hide or would you try to fit in that society? Let us find out what the Morobe does. The meaning of Morobe. What is the meaning of Morobe? The Morobe means a creature that has come from Mars. The poem describes about the creature from the planet Mars and its body structure. The creature has arrived to a different planet and meets the aliens. Basically, the Morobe is an alien and everything of his body parts, his structure is different from us, from human beings. Now this is a mythical creature. There is a mythical creature named Morobe. He sits at the last bench of the class and nobody knows about him. His body was strange and he does not look like us. He is having 17 fingers and toes in his body. How many fingers do we have? We have 10 fingers and 10 toes. But this Morobe has 17 fingers in his body. He looks so strange. He has 3 eyes and the color of his hair is purple. His nose color is deep blue. He is unknown for everyone. He is unknown for everyone means he is an invisible character. You cannot see. Can we see an alien? No, we cannot see an alien. So he is an invisible character. Now, I'll just read the poem. The first 2 paragraphs of the poem. My desk's at the back of the class and nobody knows. I'm a Morobe from Mars with a body of brass and 17 fingers and toes. Wouldn't they shriek if they knew I have 3 eyes at the back of my head? And my hair is bright purple. My nose is deep blue. My teeth are half yellow, half red. Coming to the first paragraph of the poem. My desk's at the back of the class and nobody knows. I am a Morobe from Mars with a body of brass and 17 fingers and toes. Here the poet is saying that he is sitting at the back of the class, means the last bench, and no one knows that he is inside the class. His name is Morobe and he has come from Mars. His body is made of brass with 17 fingers and toes. Isn't it unnatural, children? 17 fingers and toes? It's an unnatural thing. Wouldn't they shriek if they knew I have 3 eyes at the back of my head and my hair is bright purple, my nose is deep blue, my teeth are half yellow, half red. You are in the classroom sitting and an unusual creature comes and sits in the class. What will you do? You will shout. If we see a cockroach, we shout. Here also same thing. The children will shout if they see an unusual creature sitting in the class. He is having 3 eyes at the back of his head. We are having 2 eyes in front of us. But this creature is having 3 eyes at the back of his head. The color of his hair is bright purple. His nose is deep blue. And his teeth are half yellow, half red. What is the color of our teeth? It is white. But this unusual creature has teeth half yellow, half red. My 5 arms are silver and spiked, with knives on them sharper than spears. I could go back right now if I liked and return in 1,000,000 light years. He is having 5 arms. The Morog is having 5 arms with a weapon like spears. The weapon is like a spear which is very sharper and pointed with a metal head. I could go back right now if I liked. The Morog says that he can go back to his own world and again return right in 1,000,000 light years. I could gobble them all, for I'm 7 foot tall and I'm breathing green flames from my ears. Wouldn't they yell if they knew? If they guessed a Morog was here? Ha ha, they haven't a clue. Or wouldn't they tremble with fear? Look, look, a Morog. They would all scream and smack. The blackboard would fall and the ceiling would crack and the teacher would faint, I suppose. But I grin to myself, sitting right at the back, and nobody knows. I could gobble them all, for I'm 7 foot tall. The Morog says that he can gobble anything, he can swallow anything because he is 7 foot tall and he is breathing green flames from his ears. Wouldn't they yell if they knew, if they guessed a Morog was here? You are sitting in the classroom, the children are sitting in the classroom, and suddenly if they see an alien, what would the children do? They will yell, they will shout, they will scream. Ha ha, they haven't a clue, or wouldn't they tremble with fear? But the Morog says the children cannot see him. They don't have a clue, or otherwise they would shiver, they would tremble with fear. Look, look, a Morog. They would all scream and smack. The children would say, look, there is a Morog. There is an alien in the sky, in the classroom. There is an alien in the classroom. And they would scream and shout. The blackboard would fall and the ceiling would crack and the teacher would faint, I suppose. When the children start shouting, the blackboard will fall down. The ceiling on the top will crack and the teacher teaching in the class will faint. But I grin to myself, sitting right at the back, and nobody knows. But the Morog is smiling to himself because he knows he is invisible and no one can see him. Thank you, children.